Well, this is the final assignment of the semester. If you want to stop at the infographic, you of course can go on to the neon clock if that's extra credit assignment. But I want to just discuss, since we've gone over so many things this semester that have to do with creating Illustrator artwork, I want to just discuss the infographic as you see it on my screen here. This was an infographic that I had done for the city of Golden, Colorado. I was commissioned to have a ballot proposal passed, and I was tasked to create a visual so that multicultural, multi-language people could look at the visual and understand that using solar power within the city of Golden was going to be something that could be harnessed and then given freely to the people of Golden who needed powers. In other words, it was a bank of solar, and it got passed. We actually won by hundreds of votes in the city of Golden. So this ballot proposal was extremely successful. So let me just zoom in on this. I was tasked to create a real quick visual to show that different people were going to use it in different ways, and that individuals and businesses may subscribe for some amount of generated solar electricity to offset their annual usage. That was number two. Number one was that these panels were going to be installed to produce electricity, obviously, and that each subscriber's utility bill would be credited with their electricity created by the share in the solar community garden. Okay, so this was something that I had done last year using Illustrator to create a visual, and we went around and we gave out thousands of these to each house, and it worked beautifully. So infographics work amazing. Now, in your module, I have many things. I have the examples of infographics as they appear. If you Google infographic, you're going to get things like this. So infographics are based on a theme. This one would be powerful body tip language. So what you have to do, and I'll show you the manuscript that the City of Golden sent me for this, but it's always based on something. I mean, obviously it's based on something. But in this case, it's number one, open your chest and arms. Number two, smile with a powerful weapon. Number three, and then number four. You can research these because I put these in the module as infographic examples. The next one is simply a sample. It's a real sample infographic that goes through 1 through 6, and it lets you use these, the light bulb being an idea that is powerful, but all of it's vector. All of it is created to tell a story. So this is a storytelling graphic. Here's another one that has eat healthy, be healthy, save. And I want you to look at these, okay? And then I want you to go online and research. This is something that from the execution stage right through to the finish stage, this could really benefit your portfolio. So there's a last one that has more color or sky with water, but it's based on weather and oil spills and trying to use graphics to sell an idea, to help define what it is that you're trying to convey. Okay, based on that, this is the folder that I used. Hope I didn't close that folder. Based on that, this is the folder that I used, and let me put this over on this screen. I want to show you what the City of Golden sent me. So this is the first thing they actually sent me. They wanted me to use the way that the solar panels are going to look in their large 100-acre place that they have reserved for this, which actually was next to a high school and was going to be put on land that was never going to be used for anything else, and they made it into something incredible. So this was the next thing. This was a sustainability solar garden brochure that we actually had to redesign. This is not my redesign. This is the horrible one that they sent me. Okay, and we redesigned the whole thing. I should actually try to show you the redesigned one The redesigned one is here. Let me bring this over. So this is what we did for the redesigned one. We turned it into this, and we turned it into this. So not only did we do the infographic, but we did this brochure, which got sent out once the ballot proposal was passed. We were very proud of that, but once it got passed, we put that out to the public to let them know what's going to be happening in the next 5 years. So here again, let me start with this again. Here is the reference. There's the bad brochure, and there is the manuscript. So the manuscript is all I got. This was, well, I'm lying to you. It's not all I got. I'll show you something that they gave me halfway through, and then I had to change some of my graphics because this is something that another artist had started, but they didn't finish. So here is something that they had, but it was just very boring and very, I'll just keep the word boring in there. And they wanted it to be more powerful. So they commissioned me to create this, which was fun, colorful, yellow being sun. I'm not sure that I'm thrilled with the yellow, but I was wanting to do it as white, as you could see, and that looks pretty good to me, but the yellow made sense. Okay. Nice and warm and all that stuff. But anyway, your task is to go online and find a theme. So I'm going to show you the assignment guide. This is all, there is no tutorial for this. Okay, there's no step-by-step tutorial. Your job is to draw up the kind of thing you want. Start with words, start with the theme, then start with numbers 1 through 5, 1 through 4, 1 through 3, 1 through 6, and then try to tell a story through your infographics. And all I can tell you through this is welcome to the art of creativity. Now Google these and you will keep on getting many, many, many ideas, okay, on what to do. So it could be anything from animation to Star Wars to whatever you want to show in an infographic. There's literally unmeasured amounts of themes. So what I wanted to show you, and it's in the module, is this is the infographic steps. So let me open this in a PDF file so I can zoom in. It's over here. So this is, again, it has different kinds of infographics as examples. Okay, the size is 8 by 12, so that's what you're going to do in CMYK because it's going to be printed. Okay, the project starts with students researching a topic. They need to find something they can find enough information about. That is, and I didn't write this. This was somebody else who put a big space in there. That drives me crazy. Anyway, that is aided by being visualized. Students will use a variety of graphic methods to create the visuals using graph features or anything that has to do with graph with graphics. The students will create a harmonious infographic in storytelling fashion. Colors, designs, lines, artwork, and text should be pleasant and consistent throughout. Layers, I think consistent is spelled wrong. They spelled it wrong. Oh my goodness. Okay. Layers should be named and organized. Of course, you're going to turn in the AI file, and that's it. So this is something that's going to challenge your creativity. You've had enough technique all semester long by going through all of the assignment guides. Okay, so the assignment guides, just want to bring up the 2020 assignments. So the assignment guide has helped you learn how to create everything from music icons to logos to the Zentangle to the visual, to the character, to the gradient mesh, to the poster, and finally the infographic. I do recommend either after the semester is over or if you guys have more time, please do the neon clock. But that's not what this movie's about. So here is another infographic. It's based on just the empower the girls in your life and lead by example. So again, if you can come up with a story, so try to Google either it could be voting in the new election coming up. It could be how you complete a task in steps from beginning to end, and it could have everything from numbers of whatever to it could have everything from, and I'm sorry this is a little blurry, but it could have everything from percentages and number to just graphics. It doesn't have to be that complex. I mean, this one isn't that complex. So what I want you to do is, and if you want to send me, email me your idea along with your manuscript. I'll show you my manuscript, okay? Maybe I still have it here. Let me cancel this and go to here. So my manuscript was this. So let me go back to my infographic, and then we'll go from there. So this was what I was given again as my manuscript. So I had to come up with graphics for it, and I was aided by some ideas that the client had. But that's it. And I look forward to working with you. If you ever have any questions on things, that's fine. But be as detailed as you want or as simple as you want in the graphics. And there's no amount of graphics that you have to have. But my advice is to create something that has a good amount of graphics that go along with the whole selling of your story. And that's it. So I've enjoyed everything this semester with you. I really am interested in seeing all your steps with this. All of the steps should be, even from your thumbnails. I think you should sketch this out first, and then in your portfolio, you should show the thumbnail, the manuscript. So in my portfolio, I would definitely have my reference. I would definitely have the manuscript, and then I would have this as what the client supplied, and then I would have the thing that I actually finished, which is somewhere in here. So I'll keep on going until I find it. And where is it? Where did it go? Right there. So there is my finish. So there it is. Take care, and I hope that you guys enjoy this assignment. I know it's towards the end of the semester and you're all tired, but that goes along with whatever happens in industry. And just to let you know, this whole thing had to be done over a weekend. Okay, so I didn't have a whole lot of time to think about it, and I did make several changes on this. I don't have the changes right in front of me here. It's not important that you see them, but the client called back and wanted the people changed, and they wanted the buildings added, and I accommodated them. I did do, if you want to hold on, you can go away from this, but these are some of the posters that I had done, and you can see here how I actually, let me open that up. This is one of the posters that was going to be, whoops. For whatever reason, that did not open up. This was one of the posters that had different things in there, and they didn't like the text. They wanted to change the text in the arrows, and they wanted to add buildings in there. And then they had a map in here, which I actually ended up redoing in graphics. So this was one of the drafts. Okay, so it always changes, and this was a bigger poster. So that poster actually morphed into that poster right there. So take care, have fun.